This is Paul. Yes. Uh, could could you see if there's any supercomputers available? I just needed to do a little calculation, and I was looking for internal affairs. Yes. And it's one of those where it takes quite a bit of computing power. So maybe, oh, look at Chinese. How are the Chinese? Oh, Xi Jinping, it's Paul. Could you call the Chinese Red Army and see if they are busy right now? Do you have a Chinese supercomputer? Yeah. I did some study about these supercomputers that we have throughout the world, and they're always looking for a little extra calculation to justify the expense of them. Yes, just call it Chinese army. Okay. Now, in the United States, we're having a problem with the government not enforcing the civil rights of citizens. Yes. And then the government taking children without any actual due process. Yes. And I emailed the Atlanta Police Department and the police department and the police department. Now, I'm going to need that big supercomputer you have in China. Now, not the infrared rays. No. Not the IPOs. No. Could you get me the actual insurances that are in the names of all of those in law enforcement in the United States of America? Oh, look at Imperial Power. Now, a lot of what you do not understand in China is insurances. Yes. See, when you get this very nice six-star rating from CALIA that you are the best police department, Las Vegas, quite often you get what's known as group discount for insurances, whole life, variable, universal life, everything, everything. But they don't call it investments in insurance vernacular. They call it dividends on underlying bonds that pay interest. Now, how life insurance premiums are determined, mortality table. And then insurability. But dividends, if insurance company pays out fewer death benefits predicted a higher investment returns anticipated, the insurer may refund part of premiums to policyholders known as dividends. Now, we have in the United States major types of insurances in the United States. Yes. Now, 22.4% is life insurance. Oh, then they have annuities, tax deferred account, tax sheltered annuities for those in law enforcement. And then commercial multiple, general liability, property liability. Now, my concern is that all of those in law enforcement do not enforce the laws of the United States because internal affairs does not actually have arrested corrupt police officers. But police think they are owed something for having job in the United States of America. Yeah. Could you calculate actual dividends of underlying bonds of cash value of all life insurance policies of every person in law enforcement for last 40 years? Because I am thinking they are ripping somebody off. They do not. Now this is supercomputer problem. If you have underlying bonds, yes, A rated, paying 4.5%, and you have dividend of 5.5%, yes. How can you have dividend more than interest? Good question. Good question. So if a Chinese could use supercomputer, I want to know every corrupt police department that is getting discounted mortality and expense costs for having very nice accreditation and ethics. Now, it can affect insurance mortality and expense for every corrupt police and sheriff's department everywhere in the United States. In fact, give me all a law enforcement that is able to buy group whole life insurance or insurances because I want to know actual dividend rates, okay? Because I will sue insurance.